Check, check. Well, good evening, everybody. You expected him to welcome you, didn't you? Well, surprise. Anyway, my name is Jamie Bream, and I serve as the contemporary worship leader here at Trinity, and it is my pleasure, along with all of our team, to welcome you to this concert tonight. Thank you for coming. Thank you that there are not a bunch of empty seats in the audience. Left side, you've got more work to do. I mean, I don't really know what to tell you. Call your friends, tell them to come. It's going to be great. Anyway, again, thank you for coming. We hope you have a wonderful time tonight. Just a few quick housekeeping rules. If you need to use the restroom, out the door, up one floor and to your left. They're right here, outside this wall, along these windows. Cell phones, if you have them, please put them on silent, or better yet, just turn them off. Enjoy the moment. We are live streaming this concert on Facebook and YouTube under Trinity on Bridge if you want to view it now or later, or send it to someone. We are live on air. If you need any help, feel free to ask any of our Trinity members or band volunteers out in the audience. Most of them know what's going on. I say most of them because there's people like me who don't. You just have to be prepared for everything. Anyway, without further ado, if you're able, please stand for our national anthem.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to play here. Of course, we rehearse here, and I can't say enough how wonderful it is being able to have a space that's air-conditioned, and then also to be able to have a place to put all of our instruments and our music. So we really appreciate that from Pastor Arun as well as Trinity. Just very, very much appreciated. Our first selection is March, John Philip Sousa, Semper Fidelis. It's always a guess, especially with some of the marches. Most of them have stingers on the end. And there's a few that don't have stingers. That was one of them. So every once in a while, we will have, and I should take a bet or a wager or something, that one person is going to do it. And you know who that person was? Me. Oh well, that was my first mistake for this year. Folk Song Suite by Rafe Found Williams. When you see the name Rafe, it's actually looks like it says Ralph, but it's Rafe is the way it's pronounced. We're playing the third movement from that suite, and it's folk tunes from Somerset. The Symphonians was commissioned by the Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia Fraternity of America, which there's quite a few of this group that are were members of that group from when we were in college. The Symphonian theme, which is Hail Symphonia, Come Brothers Hail. Melody, once you first hear it, it's from the horns, and then it's kind of embellished and extended as the number goes on. Hail Symphonia, if you've ever seen the comic opera Pirates of Penzance, that's where that melody came from. It's called Hail Symphonia even in that. So this is called the Symphonians, a very complex but beautiful march. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Doug Williams. I think you probably all know him, especially if you go to this church, and he's a member here. And so it's always a pleasure to have him come up and conduct. Not only that, but for a breather for me. Okay, anyway, he will announce his own selections, and then we'll go from there. All right, Mr. Doug Williams.
Great to see you all here today. Does this go up and down? Or do I? The first selection we're going to play for you is a piece called Childhood Remembered. If you've been to our concerts before, you may have heard it. We've done it several different times. Of course, I'm wrong. Does this go up and down? Let's start all over again. The first piece we're going to play for you is Quiet Courage. That means I need to go to my cell phone. I'm not good with technology. I don't know where it went. It was there. It's all of a sudden gone. This piece was written by Larry Dane, and it was dedicated to the memory of his mother. And these words were written about Lois. Her life was heroic, but without fanfare. She worked and hoped and inspired. She loved and was loved. Her life was a noble song of quiet courage. Now, Larry Dane grew up on a farm environment, and his mother was kind of the head of the household. She was severely disabled. She had both of her legs amputated because of diabetes. Yet she ran the farm and brought the family up. So Larry, in 1995, wrote this piece in her honor. And I think you'll all have references as we hear this beautiful piece of music. Okay, now we'll do childhood. And again, we've played it a number of times over the last several years, so you may know it. It's a very fanciful, cute little piece with a kind of a haunting melody that kind of stays with you for a while, and you'll hear it many times through different instruments. Just think back, close your eyes to your youth. I know for some of us that was a long time ago, but if we close our eyes, we can still see it very clearly. And we see the kids playing in the field. We see ourselves playing with our toys and with our puppy dogs, and childhood remembered. I just want to give a shout out to our bell player. He never gets a chance to get recognized. Thank you, John. And I'd be remiss if I also didn't mention our oboe soloist, and our flute soloist on that piece. And our piccolo player. And Frank sitting so proudly in the second chair. This next piece is a very popular piece of music. You've all heard it 1,000 times back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. It's been everywhere. To be honest with you, it's one of the favorite tunes of our horn section. They take great pride in playing this piece. So we hope you enjoy it, and if they do well, we may ask them to stand. I'm sure that brought back some memories. Yeah. We would have invited you to dance, but we had no sawdust to put on the floor. How many of you remember that? When you go to the dance halls and they put sawdust on the floor for you to dance so you could slide a little bit? I guess I'm being thrown out of here. The big guy's behind me.
Little change of pace. We're going to do a mall. We are going to do on the mall. I have your problem, Jamie. I think it has something to do with when you're up on a stage, I think. On the Mall was written by Edwin Franco Goldman. After he wrote this, Goldman didn't like the march. He didn't want to play it. But he played it the first time. The audience loved it. Used every concert after that. But this is your choice. This is your chance to be able to participate. So I'll turn around, try to anyway, and we sing. We do La La the first time. And then the second time, we whistle. I don't know if you remember how to whistle or not, but anyway. And then when that melody comes back in, and by the way, it's a very, very easy melody, so you won't have any problem doing it. And the band does play it, so. But the last time we play it, then you get to sing with the band, using La La, whatever vowel you want to use. So anyway, this is called On the Mall. Tribute to Irving Berlin. Warren Barker's spectacular tribute to Irving Berlin highlights 14 of his hits in a very fast-paced montage of tunes. There's No Business Like Show Business, Say It With Music, Steppin' Out With My Baby, Alexander's Ragtime Band, A Pretty Girl Is Like a Melody, This Is the Army, Mr. Jones, Blue Skies, Doing What Comes Naturally, You're Just in Love, Easter Parade, Always, When the Midnight Choo-Choo Leaves for Alabama, White Christmas, and God Bless America. American Flourish by Robert W. Smith is based on traditional American melodies such as Yankee Doodle, When Johnny Comes Marching Home, and Shenandoah. It's a very, very nice piece as we start getting into our patriotic portion of the concert.
Oh, this is better. This is better. Thank you, Frank. This is titled The Ultimate Patriotic Sing-Along. I don't know if it's the ultimate one, but it's a good one. It's a good one. And it's something new we got this year to use for our 4th of July program. And it was received so well, we thought we'd add it to the patriotic portion of our programs. So I hope you enjoy it. You're going to be led by Mr. Jamie Breen. Okay? He's our Lucien Pavarotti.
You haven't heard me yet. I wouldn't be applauding just yet.
Maybe more like Beverly Sills. I don't know. But he'll lead you through the songs. You have the lyrics? Okay. All right. So you should be able to sing right along. It moves straight through. Have a lot of fun with it. The ultimate patriotic sing-along.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, and there's never a boast or brag. Should all acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and from New York to LA. Oh, there's pride in every American heart. It's time to stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, that gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Again, I'd like to thank all of you for coming. I'd like to thank Pastor Roon and Trinity Church and Jamie for all of the behind-the-scenes stuff that takes place. Thank you. As you could tell by this group, the way they play, and we have a good attitude, good camaraderie between everybody, and it's always a pleasure not only to stand up here and conduct the group, but also it's fun, and that's what it's all about. I never know at a rehearsal exactly what's going to come out of the group, but that's normal. It's as I said, it's a fun group to be with. Our next program is at Bethany Village, which is Saturday, September 6th. And it's at 3 p.m. It will be held in the Rife Center, which is at the rear of the East Complex. You're going into Mechanicsburg on Wesley Drive. It's the complex that's on the right. I always think of it as the older section, but it's around to the left all the way to the back. And you're welcome to that. And so that is on the 6th of September at 3 o'clock. Stars and Stripes. Thank you. Have a safe trip back. Hopefully it's not raining when we leave here. So thank you for coming. All right, couple things before you move. We do have rehearsal on Tuesday night. It probably will not be full length